And welcome back to the next episode of episode 2B. And this will be on wings, primarily wings, I'm pretty sure, and just how to make like really detailed wings. Now, last episode, we went ahead and built a canopy, like kind of like a standard canopy, pretty much, and as well as a more clean fuselage. Using the procedural fuselage blocks that we have here in Simple Planes. If you guys have a keen eye, you will notice that I have made just slight changes. I have made this from smooth to curve. It still has that bulge for that for the bulletproof glass, but it's not that noticeable now. And I've also rounded this bit off, kind of like how we did it here, as well as flared cowling for this one. But other than that, I didn't really do much else. So we're gonna go ahead and start with this. Now, what I am gonna do with this is, like from previous, if I know how to, I will put timestamps for things that you guys are interested in. So in that case, let's start. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the regular bits here. Now I'm probably going to time-lapse this bit, just because it's very easy to do. You guys have been doing just making ordinary wings for the most part. So yeah. So I'm pretty happy with this plane so far. I don't know if you, if I've shown like just like some of the tests, I guess, those aircraft. But I have tested on it. I have added a slight dihedral just for stability, and a rounded wing tip. I might as well make this rounded as well, but actually we're gonna do that when we're making, like, I guess, just wing elements. So first things first, grab any fuselage block you want, and because we don't want to like change too much of our airplane's characteristics, as well as just add like unwanted drag, because this is just a cosmetic piece. Remember that these things also do create some drag when they're in the air. So what we're gonna go for overload is actually go here. We're actually gonna go ahead and put mass as 0 and drag as 0, as well as calculate drag as false. Now what this will do is it will basically just have the game not calculate its mass or its drag, and this bit here is also self-explanatory, does not calculate drag. Make that false. We put this in. Now if we put this, say, in the drag bit here, see how it's not registered. Now say if we were like to make this true, and also make this 1 and 1, you'll see our drag points should increase, as well as our weight. So we're just gonna take both these off and make it false. Like that, and we've saved, what was it? I think it was 1 kg, I don't know. Anyways, so from there on, it's actually just customizing it. So this will be what people would call a laminar airfoil, and that's basically just making it circular. Get this one instead. and go backwards, and basically decrease the height, so we get a oblong shape. If my shapes are correct, this is an oblong. Or a flat cylindrical. Whatever it is, this is a laminar airfoil. And we can place this through here. That's a bit too big, so we're actually gonna reduce it just a little bit there too. And we're gonna drag it backwards. Now with this type of style, you want to leave the control surfaces just exposed whilst you're building this. Now this honestly doesn't look as realistic as the others, I will admit. However, for like simple designs, like if you're trying to just decrease your part count, or just make your part count just really small, for say like for people with mobile devices or using low-end devices, this is a good way to start. This is how I start to build my planes. And honestly, I've been using it for just my horizontal surfaces for the most part. And as you can see, it's a bit thick. However, there will become a point where this airfoil will actually be too thin, like that. And what we can do is, if we go to the settings for the wings, we can actually decrease the base and the tip thickness for this thing. Now, I'm not too sure how much the base thickness actually affects the roots, like the root strength of this, but I like to keep it like just a little bit at its original, just in case. And we're gonna, at length, I'm gonna go 5-1, just hide that bit there, and voila. And we're gonna go ahead and decrease the height of this, as well as this, and this. Actually, we could just mirror this. Go boom, we go boom, and boom. Okay. Just make sure that it's... Ooh. Might have some duplicates. Alright. Just make sure these are connected to the wings as well. So it's not, so add connection, boom, wings, boom. Awesome. This there, add connection, this here, that there, and that there. And just test that our CG has not moved. And find this thing, and it still handles roughly the same. However, I realized I have not put fuel on, so I do not have any thrust whatsoever. However, that's alright, because we're just gonna go with this and that. Amazing. Now the second one that I'm gonna be showing you guys is slightly more realistic and can play around with the control surfaces a lot more. And I'm gonna show this from this yacht, and we're gonna do a split hinge kind of airfoil. So if you guys look at the gizmos, there is a hinge rotator here. We can actually use this for, say, a rudder if we put it like, say, here, and basically that thing will move side to side if we set it that way. So range of motion, we pretty much only want like at the very most 30, and we want this to be slightly almost fast, but not too much. And we're going to set this to yaw. Righto. And this bit here will be kind of just our stationary fin. So this is kind of like the same as, just think of it as like, kind of a hinge. Like kind of like more realistic in a way. If I haven't said that already. I'm I'm too tired for this. But you know what? We just keep going because we love this game and simulations and how you can make your own aircraft. This thing's amazing. Right, so what we're gonna do is for this is just the stabilizing piece of this plane so far. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing. So that's another piece. We're gonna do the same thing here and make an airfoil there. However, one thing that we are going to change is we're gonna go settings and we're gonna go ahead and go manual. And I think we want, let's just make this bit smooth, make that one circular, circular, and make this one smooth. So we've built kind of like a semi airfoil where it's just like the front part. Now this will be actually used in the next kind of airfoil where we make like more realistic airfoils, but this one's definitely kind of the start of it. So we're just gonna use this bit here, use that. We're gonna decrease the base thickness if we can do that. Tip, base, awesome. Okay, and place this here-ish, and hopefully, just in case, we might just mess things up. No, we don't. Awesome. Move forward, lift this a bit, make it run, and just a tad bit. Increase the height, maybe. What do we have this as height? 0.25. We might actually redo. Make this a bit thinner because it actually is a bit too thick right now. Ooh, wait. So we're gonna go 1.5. Are on currently. Oh, I moved that. There we go. Moved it back. And we're using the Control Z command. And we're gonna make this just a bit wider. Awesome. Okay. And now we're gonna go ahead. We are gonna add the wing later. However, what we are gonna do next is this. And we're actually gonna do the inverse. So go circular, circular, and actually we're gonna make it curved because it's still facing the airflow. So we still kind of want it to be circular, but we should end up with something like that. Okay, and then we're gonna decrease the width. One thing that you guys can use to hide this, I think, you can always like scale it down, but if I remember correctly, it's, what do you call it again? Okay, so I have found it, and it's actually this bit here. Disable base mesh, and we want to put this as true. Now, I will be linking these kind of booleans down a link below, and it's called Simple Cheats, and it's made by, hold up, I can't believe I've forgotten. Oh, it's by V, there you go, my bad V. So, I'm gonna put this in the link below in Simple Cheats, and I'm gonna, make sure you guys have that as well. So, zero base mesh is true, and that should hide the base over there. And we're also going to put this back a bit, Oh, it seems like it's not connected. So what we're gonna do, it's not connected, make sure it is. Boom. That's connected. That's connected there. That's connected there. Those are connected there. Okay, this should be just a standalone part. We're gonna go there. And now we can move this parts on and shove it in there. There you go. And then, favorite part of this whole build, make this 4, 5. No, 2, 5. Yes. Legs bit there. And this very wide. So guess like this. We're actually gonna make it just a bit more higher. So here we go. We're gonna like that. It's very tricky to find the right amount of run over this thing, but I assure you it is worth it in the end. That's pretty much straight, right? Alright, okay. There you go, 0, 5. 1.5 or something. We're gonna make this a little bit wider. Too wide. 1.5, and then maybe make it run like that. And then if we go head section, make this 1. This way? This way. Just to make it just a little bit more specific. That should clean it up. Okay, and we can access of this. And we have ourselves a more realistic looking tail with a joint section. And before we actually go ahead and start this, what we're going to do is we're going to add a vertical stabilizer, but we are going to take the yaw off. And just like what we've been doing for the most part, basic this, tip like this off, and we're actually going to hide this thing. Now I'm going to put this here. Remember that these parts are only decoration, so they should have no mass, no drag, and the calculate drag is false. However, with this way, we need it to be calculating drag and lift as well, and its mass, just so it's realistic. I'm going to put it like that, and hopefully that's enough of a control surface. This wing is now a control surface because it moves. Well, it doesn't. It's not static. It moves. So like this, edit wing shape. Fill in the wing as much as possible. Maybe I can decrease the slip thickness. Yes, I can. And hopefully that will work. Let's try it out. That just flew away, but you know what? That doesn't matter. And it does work. See how it can yaw the plane, and it yaws it really hard as well. And this is using no control surfaces on the wings. So yeah, amazing. Okay. Last but not least, we're going to do this bit here. And this one's going to be a bit harder, but it'll be more realistic. Now, I need to be aware of our part count here, 54, so we are doing good in terms of that. We're gonna go plus. We're gonna go structural, and actually we can just take this hit here and push it down there. Now you can always just make a laminar flow wing, but I want something more realistic. So what I'm gonna do first is I get this height. Yeah, 0.4 seems good. And the width like this, so it's a circle. And we're gonna go manual, and we're actually gonna select just one corner to be circular. And that will be this one here. That section. And that is one out of the other bits here. Now I am going to show you it outside of the wing first, because I think it'll be easier. So this bit's circular, we got it like that. And what we are going to do is no, it is definitely circular on both sides. Never mind. So we need to make both sides circular like that, section like this, and you have the leading edge of your creation. And after that, what we're going to do is we're going to split it into two more parts, which is going to be the top and the bottom. Oh wait, what's the I can't believe I've forgotten this. What's the opposite of leading edge? Opposite of leading edge is the trailing edge. There you go. That's some knowledge from me as I slowly brain rot over here. Anyways, so I'm gonna make this hard, also make that hard. We're gonna make these circular, but actually we're gonna keep this one hard. Now we're gonna do so 0.4, so half is 0.2, so that's if we're gonna make it symmetric. However, I'm gonna make a semi-symmetric. So I'm actually gonna make this 0.3, and then I'll make the other one 0.1. Have that there. One section. And basically is gonna look something like that. Oh, and as well as this, you see how it is flat there. What we can do to remedy that is we can go use a vertical fill, and we can make it top, decrease the top fill there. Backwards, bottom fill, make it 250, and that should solve your issues. It's 50 as well. Now I am going to increase the height of it because it has actually shaven off. So I'm going to make this 0.4. Make this also 0.4. Go down. We're actually going to make this 0.6. So I think rule of thumb here, make it times 2 the height, because we are taking 50% off, so that does make sense. Boom, boom. And almost there. What we can do, decrease the nudge mount. Almost there. Boom. Boom. Pretty much there. There you go. That's amazing. That's what we want to see. Okay, and the next one, we're going to do this bit here. What we're going to do, take this one here. Instead, we're going to invert it. So bottom fill, 100%. Top fill, 50%. 51. We don't hit 51, we go 50. And section. And decrease there. Now, we're following the rules. It should be 0.2. That is 0.2. And we want this corner to be hard. No, this corner. Hit the right corner. I can't tell. And section, because I cannot tell. backwards, forwards. Oh, there you go. Okay, so this is in here. We're gonna add section again. Just speed things up. Take this one, take that one there. Boom, boom. And have a lovely move there. And if we've done this correctly, it should just slot right in. Amazing. Okay, so that is basically going to be what your airfoil will look like. For people that will be wondering what about the control surfaces, what you can do is you can either leave them exposed, or you can actually make it hinged like this. So I'm going to do a mixture of that, but I am going to show you guys in depth more in later episodes, because this video is definitely getting quite a bit long, and I think I'm happy with this so far. So once again, 3 parts. Boom. If I can I not? Ah, because it's not connected. So I will actually connect it real quick. 3 parts. You have that. We have this. It's a bit too much. You have that. We have this. There you have it. And remember, you can split it into more pieces. Like, you can have the leading edge, the main wing, and then the trailing edge if you want to add more detail. But as of right now, I am gonna just put this over here. I will be doing a time lapse of this, and if you want to just skip ahead, go for it. Or if you want to look at it, I'll just slow the video down, take a few notes, and yeah. But basically, this is pretty much the principle that I will be using for the most part. Okay, see you guys in a bit. Okay. Oh my gosh, I have not talked in a while. Yeah, so that is it. Like, it's just really just trial and error. Really, I had to like go through a lot of stuff. Just make it like look so realistic in sorts. Like, you can see it's like kind of like a 3 at the start, but then it turned into like a 6 over here. And if you guys haven't noticed, I think this area will be where the landing gear is. That's why I've kind of like separated it and made it like this. So in future we can put like joint rotators, not joint, hinge rotators, and possibly make these like landing gear bells. As well as these bits. This will be, I think, maybe a split flap, right? Maybe this is a split flap. Who knows? So, yeah, maybe I'll make it a zap flap, just to make it easier. So, anyways, just like a brief summary of everything. So, use multiple fuselage parts. My part count's probably 108, that's still good. And pretty much, really the main thing that I did here is this thing. Hinge rotator, disable base mesh, and then put it on roll. And I think the speed's still kind of too fast, and it's not syncing up to the aileron, but I'll get that dialed pretty soon. And this will be, is it 60? Did I put it 60 or 70%? I have no clue. However, that's pretty much it. That's like how basic you can get with just like putting fuselage blocks, making them zero drag, zero mass, and calculate zero drag. So this is simple laminar airfoil right here. And you can get more detail into having a split airfoil where you have a control surfaces, like a dedicated control surfaces, and a dedicated stabilizer, or you can just go balls out and go ahead, separate these fuselage blocks, and make individual pieces. I've also kind of colored it in, just so it looks kind of easy for you guys to see. But I will now hide this. Now I'm just gonna put this gray over here, just like that, just to hide it. Anyway, I kind of like having the orange kind of under tips over here. So I'm just gonna keep that there. Why not? So yeah, I'm gonna leave it like this. Also, I'm aware that, oh, I thought those were like wings, but like, yeah, I'm pretty happy about how this came out, actually. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and please keep me sane, subscribe, like, or just comment, really. I don't mind, and no pressure to do any of that. Yeah, and I think I will be going into just adding details, including like flaps, like the inside of the canopy in episode 3, and yeah, I think it's just details, really, like landing gear and sorts, before I can get this thing to fly. Actually, this thing does actually fly, so maybe, no, you know what, episode 3, I'm just gonna chuck in some landing gears, call it like semi-complete, just keep it as bare as possible, no flaps, no nothing, just a retractable landing gear and just a standard cockpit, and we'll just fly it around and just see make some changes. Alright, I'll see you guys there in a wee bit. Bye!